We are about to descend to the third level of whatever these ancient ruins are, in the search of a book about the creators, or from the creators. Jax, the archaeologist, is paying me to find it, but slowly as we go through here, I realize that the cult we are after has nothing to do with this place or the book I am after. For some reason, I had thought that they were tied to this book too. However, now, I don't think so at all. The surface and caverns below were infested with trolls and ogres, and now down here in these ancient structures, I am facing constructs like golems, gargoyles, and other metal machines animated by magic. Things you place to ward off intruders when you might not be around for a long, long time, or just to have some protection of your ancient places, crypts and the like, because you never plan to return. So then, I'm just after something sought after at the bottom of an archaeological expedition, but without the digging. I consider myself a well-read and knowledgeable person. I know there are ruins out here in the woods to the northeast of Neverwinter, but whatever this place is, I assume it is the same thing, though I cannot say this for certain. The world is old, and there are many ancient cultures long gone. Perhaps this is one few know of, since I've never heard of the creators before. Could our civilization eventually get to that stage where we disappear too? In 10,000 years, what would be left of our buildings and homes? Probably not much. I've seen ruins less than 1,000 years crumbling to dust. Below ground is the best chance to find what is left of their civilization because the rain, wind, and heat of the sun are not there to destroy it. Tomb robbers, such as myself, though, are a problem. But at least I bring anything I find of import back to Jax, the archaeologist, so he can show the world. When it comes to history and ancient ruins and artifacts, unless ordered to by my church, or it's an opposing deity, I will treat it with respect and endeavor to bring the knowledge of it to everyone. Let's go further in, third level of this crypt. Hopefully we'll find this book down there that we're looking for. Ancient book that ties it all together. Complete history of the Creator ruins. Another golem. And another doorway over there. So I assume it'd be... Whoa! The golem is attacking us. Not good. Alright. Oh, we can hurt it, at least. I need a potion to help me fight. Well, it'd be nice to have one. Bless. Bark skin. There we go. Alright, let's face this thing. Ah. Wasn't that difficult. Well, I guess that forgoes... What do I see over there? Sorcerers on the other side. Phew. Looks difficult. Let's try this door. Go in there when we are finished exploring the rest of this place. Just as if the golem was still there, requiring some kind of item or password. Long hallway. I just was going to say I suspect there'll be traps. Pile of skulls. potion of speed. Could have used that when I was fighting the golem, but we still defeated it anyway. Alright, who knows what's in this room? Might be a big chamber. What is that? It's huge, whatever it is. Ah! I definitely don't need to be paralyzed. I can't move. Ah! There we go. Ah! Kill this big thing. Ah! Sharwin, I need your help in combat. Who's that creature? That works. Ah, where are you going, stupid boar? Yeah, I can go get killed for all I care. Gold, sapphire. Huh. Now we're talking. Sapphires. Chest here. 74 gold, and a golem came out to play. Alright, where's that stupid boar? Shadow, come. Dead. Body looks like a thief. Stolen seal key. Thief's journal. A page ripped from a journal which reads, Day 1, stole some loot, drank ale. Wench not friendly. Oh, this is a highly intelligent one now, isn't he? Day 2, stole some more loot, drank more ale. Wench more friendly. Day 3, stole some more loot, head hurts. From all the ale. Heard rumor about better loot in caves. Wench might be more friendly if I had more loot. Day 4, snuck past some trolls into caves. Plan on exploring everywhere. Day 5, hungry, head hurts. Day 6, unreadable due to blood splotches. Idiot. Potion of endurance. 69 gold. No way to actually activate these things. It just happens by getting close to them. Visibility sphere. Sounds like a nice mage spell that I can sell. Spell scroll. I picked this up. Yeah, I did. Alright. So this is where the stupid direwolf went to, I guess, become unsummoned. Kill the gargoyle first. Ow. I hit very powerfully. Come on. Come into the room. Ah! That's dead. Pile of skulls with some gold. Ah. Trap. And slowed. Could be worse. Some kind of armor. Well. Ah. I'll just drink this stupid thing. Yeah! Got all three of us. Paralytic bolt. Something I can sell. Oh, there's another chest here. Yeah, it's probably not a good thing when I see one of these chests. I get a bit of an anxiety. Look at this. Scrolls. History scroll. The alien text on the aging scroll before me swims and distorts, finally forming a language that I can understand. Faerun was once ruled by a cruel and ancient race known as the Creators, who were left in stasis during the Great Ice Age. Interesting. The alien text, the Creator race forced a group of the slaves to protect them through the Ice Age. I'm not familiar with any of this, actually. This is kind of fascinating. What? The Creators. That's all they're known as. Alright, so this whole area... I don't think we went over here. We didn't... Didn't we go this way? I think we did. Yes. Okay, so this way to this door down here. Another door on the other end. Topaz. Restoration. I can use that actually for myself. Actually, I could use that right now. Another restoration scroll. I believe it should fully restore my drained energy. And it's resurrection. Neutralize poison here. There we go. I'm no longer drained. Oh, another one of those things. Doesn't even fit through the door, it's so big. Okay, it's a hallway. What's this way? Probably another trap for me to step on. I guess I have what's required. All we have to do is get through this next room, but there was 3 tough-looking mages in there. Maybe we should rest. Maybe we should. Opened. Vasa, intruders, Vasa! Could these be the creators themselves? Ah, they all went invisible. Oh, they're still here. Come on, attack! Oh, there goes my shadow. Come, direwolf. Ah! This is very bad. Sharwin. And they won't stop attacking. No, but they did follow. They're just summoned. Alright, let's go get Sharwin. Have another crack at this. Okay, at least we go back with the best help I can find. More domain powers when we get in there. There's one. Oop. There we go. Attack! Kill these things. Almost like a lizard-like creature. We can hurt them. These are the creators. Last one. Ha ha ha. What a difference that made. Now, where's the book? Could these really be the creators? Odd. Where did they go? Oh, these millennia. Another one. Essa, Sith, Thiter, Cansticle, Vasa, Vasa, Vasa. Fraganpeka, Fraganpeka, Sasanda Mesa. You don't want to fight? Sinsen Weras Gula Sisni? I don't understand what you're saying. Pasna, Ek, Kanessa Telak. There. That brood spell should enable us to converse. Can you understand me, mammal? That doesn't sound like the proper tone of a voice for one who is beaten, but I understand what you say. This is very hard to understand. Things have obviously changed greatly. Why are you in here? How does a soft, weak mammal like yourself dare to enter this room? I don't know what you are talking about. We mammals rule the world. Such a thing cannot be. How could your slave race have risen so high? Slaves? We're no one's slaves. We might no longer be in power, or so you say, but then surely the draconic race must rule the surface as they used to rule the skies? Dragons? That actually makes a little more sense. Does your race fear the power of the dragons? You mammals have become more intelligent than we have suspected. Interesting. I can tell you that I am getting rather tired of being called a mammal. Call me a Valdis. A sense of identity. You are much like the Sentigans. It didn't take long for their resistance to be broken. It should be amusing to see what becomes of your civilized manners when our race dominates yours again. What makes you think your race will dominate ours? You haven't even the slightest idea of what you face. You will learn, in time. Is your mind completely worn out from the effort of communicating, or do you have other questions? I have questions. Alright, mammal. I suppose I should humor your request, since I did surrender. What questions would you ask of me? What are you? I am a member of a race that is highly superior to yours. We are masters of flesh, mind, and spirit. That doesn't answer my question. It would if your race had true intelligence, but I will speak so that one such as you can understand. We are the master race, created perfect in form and mind, and meant to rule the lesser races. We possess incredible magics, the likes of which your puny mages can only dream of. Our warriors are fearless and nearly unstoppable. Nearly. I've been stopping them. If you're so powerful, then how was I able to defeat you? I have not been awake long. Perhaps I have simply not recovered my full strength. Be assured, when my queen decides that it is time, we shall come forth and show you what real power is. Who is this queen you speak of? She is the Tycalatian matriarch. She is power beyond understanding, cunning beyond belief. You will fall to her, as all have fallen before. That is all I will tell you. What makes you think your race will dominate ours? You haven't even the slightest... Yeah, I've heard that. I have more questions. Who are you? My name is Sinsilisarian, though I doubt your fleshy tongue could possibly pronounce such a noble name. I am a mage of the Kalanation Order. Though it will mean nothing to you now, once we have dominated your race again, you will learn how great of an honor it is to have spoken with me. More questions. What are you doing here? I remember being in a dark, peaceful sleep. I thought it would never end. But my companions and I awoke when we heard a call from our queen. May her all-knowing and all-powerful wisdom guide us to our glorious destiny. Her words whispered in my mind, communicating visions of conquest and power. The entire world would bow before us, begging for mercy and receiving none. Since awakening, we have not heard from her again, but when she speaks, we will go forth and conquer. I don't trust you. I think I'd better kill you. You have given me enough time to recover. Oh, is that what this is about? Fine, you can die then. Don't let it cast. Such an honor to speak to you. Is this a portal from where they came from? I've never heard of these creators before. This is all new to me. A little disturbing if they do want to come forth and conquer all of our world, Abertoral. Alright, what's in here? Topaz and other gems. Dread Queen Morag. Giant's Bane? What's this book about? The letters in this book swim before my eyes. Ah, this is one of the creator's books. Finally shaping themselves into the text that I can understand. It tells the history of a queen named Morag. While the book is lengthy, one passage of interest tells of Morag's ascension to the throne. At the dawning of her first red moon, Morag, the future queen, began her slow and bloody climb towards a seat of power. Her Sen-mother's throne. Her ascension to the heights of the Dragon Throne was as that of a slow poison, deadly, inevitable, filled with fatal pleasures. Morag's yoke sister, Sadat, was the first victim of the Rising Queen's awesome cunning. On the day before her ring-stone ceremony, Sadat entered her hibernation chambers to meditate. Out of the fire's glowing embers crawled a venomous Zelfit. When the priestess arrived to escort Sadat to the ceremonial chambers the next morning, she found the limp, dead husk of the favored child. So it was that Morag, our blessed Dread Queen, made the first move in her game of maids. Many moons later, it would lead to the siege of Tykalat, where she would take the head of her Sen-mother and display it in glorious triumph to her adoring throng. Thus began the rule of our all-magnificent Queen Morag. Dragons. Lizards. Wondering if the Dark Lady didn't send me for this. She must know about this. Maybe she wants to usher in a new dragon control of the world. Complete history of the Creator ruins. I think this is what we came for. The letters in this book swim before my eyes. Again, this is one of the Creator books. The book speaks of many things and appears to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that a Creator race lived in these ruins. A certain passage catches my eye. In 501 SD, it's meaningless to me, a few thousand members of the enslaved race revolted. That isn't. The uprising took several years to quell, the most successful uprising the slaves had experienced to date. Though far from posing a military threat, the slaves complicated the recapture process by hiding in caves along the Sentiege range where they lived like savages. Further complications came in the form of the draconic presence in the Sentiege. As they refused to bow to our will, the dragons were defeated in the Second Great War of Harumar, however, and our hunters were finally able to recover the missing slaves. As is customary, the elderly were eliminated, the young males crippled and sent to work in the iron mines, and the virile females were returned to the pens for the purposes of breeding. Treat us like cattle. Initiate's Primer. What is this book about? Again, the letters swim before my eyes. Seems to be a basic guide for priestly initiates who took care of the ancient tomb in which it was found. One passage catches my eye. In the early years of the reign of the Thunder Queen, Legosra, a call went out for the greatest architects and builders of the age. Carrick, hatched of Menron, came to the king and agreed to build a tomb that would house the rulers of our people for all time. Carrick took 10 years to complete the project, but when it was finished, the citizens of the kingdom gaped in amazement at the wonder that had been wrought. Legosra was pleased and bestowed upon Carrick the honor of being the first sacrifice at the tomb's blessing. Where does this take me? I don't want to go to some other time, place, or world that these creatures came from. I'm a little hesitant even. I have to explore to the end, though. This portal will return me to the surface, I feel. Enter the portal. Oh. Okay. Took us back to where we want to go. The exit is just nearby. I guess I have to return to that scholar Jax. Give him this book. He'll probably be fascinated with everything. To tell you the truth, I'd like to hear what he has to say. I'd like to hear the findings of his research. I'd like to read the books myself. It's especially easier to do it since it forms in your mind into words you can understand. Otherwise, well, it could take lifetimes to translate books of another language you've never encountered before. The archaeologist's barracks is nearby. So, it seemed that we have found what we came looking for in a way, but no, we didn't find any clues to where this... It's a serpent or viper cult. They must have something to do with the creators, though. That's too close of a coincidence. Is this their way of trying to return to the world? By spreading a disease like the Wailing Death? Maybe that's just the start. Maybe they want to kill every humanoid on this planet. Jax, I think I found your book. Is this it? Yes! Astounding! How did you get past the trolls? No, it is of no import. What matters is that you have it now. Well, excellent job, young lad. So I trust 500 gold pieces is ample reward for recovering this book? You wouldn't believe the hell I had to go through to get this. Surely you could afford a little more. Oh, mine. Well, I guess it was probably very tough. I hope that 750 gold will cover it. That's all I have left. Alright. 750 gold pieces it is. Good. I must return to Waterdeep now. Good luck to you. Well, that's gonna take a while. The east road, south is Charwood. We've already gone through all the troll caves. Don't want to go through any more. The road west is Port Last. Road north is Green Griffin Inn, which we've already been to. To the east road, a Neverwinter Wood. Maybe I always assumed this was Neverwinter Wood. I guess not. Have we been here before? It would seem we have. Well, how much? I'm not carrying that much. Though I wouldn't mind having some of these items. What do you call it? Inspected so I know what they are. Like the armor. Identified, I should say. Well, we're going the wrong way. But we'll push on, going east to the Neverwinter Wood. All I see is woods around me. I thought this was the woods. I guess so. I still have to find out where this cult is hiding. Well, at least the rain stopped. Take small pleasures when you can. It's definitely the woods here. It's a lot thicker. Tell you the truth, it's actually kind of pleasant. It was earlier in the day, if the sun was out, it'd be even more so. Deer, not afraid of us. I have a dire wolf with me. What's wrong with you, dear? It's like a little camp over there. Keeps going, more of it. Ah. Alright. This chest is trapped. Ah. Locked. Why don't I just let the direwolf destroy them all? 6 gold. Well, let's see who lives here, if anybody does. Well, there are people ahead. I wonder if they're part of the cult. Some of them are sleeping. Well, let's go and make our presence known and speak to these people. If they have to be killed, they have to be killed. Hey. Ow. Half-orc. What are you looking at? Ain't you never seen a half-orc druid before? Actually, I haven't. Pretty sensitive for a big lug. You had better watch your smart mouth, or I might plant you upside down on the ground and see if you grow into a tree. Har! Now, what can I do for you? Who are you? My name is Elgar, and I am the first circle defender for the challenges. What else do you want to know? Huh? What are you talking about? What kind of circles are you defending? I wish you'd ask someone else. I hate explaining this stuff. Alright, if you are a druid and you want to join this grove, you have to prove your worth in combat. There are 4 circles of druids in this grove. Sorry, but it's a druid thing. A cleric like you wouldn't understand. So that's all I'm going to tell you. What is this place? This is the Neverwinter Wood, Druid Grove. This is where we meet to learn about and protect nature. It's also where we get to challenge ourselves in physical contests. That's my favorite part. Of course it would be for half-orc. What do you mean, protect nature? The creatures in the woods have been acting vicious lately, like they've gone mad. We could just kill them, but that's not what druids do. So, a will is trying to save the spirit of the wood. You should talk to him if you want more details. What do you mean by challenges? I wish you'd ask something else. Someone else. I hate explaining stuff. Alright. If you are a druid and you want to join this... Yeah, you've told me about this. I get it. Never mind. Goodbye. Oh wait, who's in charge here? Will is the archdruid. He's the one to go off to if you want to assist the Grove with something like the trouble we're having right now. Jair is second in command, in charge of circle challenges. Goodbye. That's what I say to my opponents. Goodbye, good night, sweet dreams. And then they fall. Arr! Who are you? Hello, good sir. How can old Jankin be of help to you? Tell me about yourself. I doubt you would be very interested in me. Not too much to tell, but I guess I could share a bit. I'm a druid and have been a member of this grove for about 14 years now. I used to be the second in command around here. But I got tired of the responsibility, so I decided to focus on my fighting skills instead. I am now the defender of the second circle of the grove. Aren't you a little old to be fighting for a living? You know, I always thought I would retire and relax in some peaceful little cottage in the woods by this point in life, but the lure of one-on-one combat holds me here. I guess it just makes me feel more alive. So how does one get involved in this combat? Jair, the very serious young woman over there, meets with druids who wish to either join or improve their standing in the circle of druids. She organizes challenge fights between the druids seeking improvement and the defender of the appropriate circle. I like that I don't have to worry about the details anymore. I just have to fight. When I was younger, that used to mean full frontal assault. Now I have more wisdom, and I fight like a wolf, snap in and out, never leaving myself open. Not that the animals in this woods are fighting with intelligence, but that's another subject entirely. Do you have questions you would like to ask about anything else? What's wrong with the animals? The animals have attacked people who step foot anywhere near the wood. I believe there's something wrong with the spirit. Some druids have been sent to investigate the matter, but they haven't returned yet. You should speak to a will if you want to help. A will is the archdruid of this grove. He makes all the major decisions and usually has more accurate information than the rest of us. Is there anything else I can help you with? Can I challenge you? Druids may challenge for admittance to the grove. Talk to Jair if you want more details about it. Anything else? Nothing else, thanks. Take care, friend. May nature guide your path through life. Jair, a will. All this druid nonsense. Druids have never interested me. The big lug's in the way. Alright. This is the main druid camp. These animals don't seem to be attacking anyone. Ah, are you the archdruid? Who are you? I am the archdruid Will, and you are Ivaldis Tall. How do you know that? The wind stole your name from your lips and carried it to the trees, who whispered it to me. Now, how may I help you? What is this place? This is the Druid Grove. Here, those who truly revere nature gather to discuss, to contemplate, to learn, and even to challenge nature. Usually there are more of us here, but several of our members have gone missing. What kinds of things do you discuss and learn about? There are many different philosophies about nature, which we spend time arguing, but right now the topic is mainly centered on the missing druids. It is a long story, but I sense that you are a man of action, so I shall try to be brief. Thank you. Until recently, this wood was a relatively peaceful place. The nymphs of the wood protected the creatures and the natural order reigned. The nymphs, huh? But now something has gone terribly wrong. The creatures have become overly aggressive, attacking anyone they lay their eyes on, including those who are considered friends of nature. You mean rangers and druids are being attacked? We can't even seem to communicate with the animals. It's like their minds have been driven mad. They simply want to destroy. I think that something must be wrong with the spirit of the wood. What is wrong with the spirit? The spirit of the wood can use those who live in the wood to protect its existence. Now it is attacking even those who would be its protectors. I do not know what is wrong with the spirit, but it is obvious that it is using the creatures to strike out at anything foreign. I need someone to find out what is wrong, even though the spirit will surely try to kill that person. What's it in for me if I decide to do this? This is not a responsibility to be taken on lightly. I dare not send someone who is only partially committed to the task. You shall find I'm always very committed to gold. I suppose all nature's children have different goals, so long as you remain a loyal servant to he who pays you. Then I thank you for your assistance in this task. There are 2 jobs that need to be done. I have mentioned the first, to discover what is wrong with the spirit of the wood. The second is to find the missing druids. As the druids were on the same mission as you, it is possible that they might be able to provide you with information you need to complete your primary task. If you can help me save the spirit, I can pay you 500 gold pieces. For each of the druids you rescue, I will give you 300 gold pieces. Is there anything else that I can help you with? What are the names of the missing druids? I see that you do indeed have proper instincts for this job. The missing druids include Orlan, Bree, and Terrari. Where were the druids last seen? They entered the deep woods, and that is the last anyone has seen of them. Nothing more is known about their location. I mean, the woods get deeper than this. Huh. That's all I need. Farewell. Sylvanus goes with you, my child. Not likely. This deer isn't attacking anything. Maybe this all happens deeper in the woods. Spirit of the wood, huh? Oh, hello? Yes, I challenge fate daily to prove myself worthy. Excellent! I will buy you a drink later when I'm not on duty. Of course, in the defense of nature, I am always on duty. Ha! Now, what is it that I can do for you today? What do you do here? I am in charge of the Druid Circle challenges. When a Druid wants to become a member of our grove, he or she must challenge one of our members to gain entry to the first circle. Can I challenge one of the Druids? While I respect your desire, only a Druid may challenge and become a member. If you were to learn the ways of the Druid in return, then you could prove yourself. Not likely. But anyways. Seem to on a daily basis. Anyways, what's been going on around here? Right now, the latest fight facing us is with the Spirit of the Wood. It is driving the animals to attack everyone and everything in an insane fashion. There is no pleasure in slaughtering maddened animals. Speak for yourself. I suggest you go and talk to Will about it if you want to help. He's in charge of the investigation. I have enough to do around here. Goodbye. Keeping gold in your crates. I'll just take it then. I have a lot of gold now, actually. 60,000. Who are you people? Hello there, my name is Henna. May I guide you along nature's path today? What do you mean? Nature has paths that we walk every day. Some paths are more dangerous than others. Guiding you to the right path is my duty in life, just as others have guided me. What kind of people have guided you in the past? There have been many, including a Will, the Archdruid, and Jair, a Will's second in command. There have been others as well, but that is really none of your concern. Is that what you meant by guiding me down the right path, telling me to mind my own business? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have snapped like that. You just touched on a sore topic. I just don't like people prying into my past. I understand, but sometimes it helps to share your pain. Maybe you're right. You seem trustworthy. That's where you're mistaken. I was a spoiled child of a noble family. When I turned 12, I decided that my parents' rules were too strict, so I ran away from home. I knew nothing of the world and all its dangers. For food, I began to pawn some jewelry that I had brought with me. The first piece brought me more than I had expected, so, like a fool, I ran out and stayed at an expensive inn, eating and drinking like a queen. Next day, I woke up to find everything was gone. That happens a lot, especially to foolish people. Yes, I was foolish, but then, most young people are. We make bad choices, and we pay the penalty. My path was difficult, but not the worst. I was living on the street, eating scraps from inns and sleeping in an old shanty with some other homeless people until Kend found me. Kend was a druid who saw me on the street. He felt sorry for such a young, pathetic-looking creature, so he convinced me to follow him, and he took me under his wing as his protege. As I got older, I fell in love with him, and he for me. He taught me the ways of nature and how to choose the right path. We spent many years together. He died last year, and I buried him in the woods. I hope that someone helps save the spirit soon. I'd like to go and visit his grave soon. So what is all this talk of the spirit? What do you mean, the spirit? The spirit of the wood is causing creatures to attack anyone in or near the forest. Yes, I've heard this. Well, thanks for telling me your story. Take care. You're very welcome. Come back and visit any time. And who are you? Hello there, stranger. Welcome to the Grove. My name is Walkar, and who might you be? None of your business. How about you answer some questions? You know, not even your grumpy demeanor can throw off my mood. What questions do you have? So, what's your job here? I am the defender for the fourth circle of the druids for this grove. What does that mean? If a druid comes to the grove and wants to join, then he or she must talk to Jair into setting up a challenge with the defender of the fourth circle. If the challenger wins, he or she is allowed to join the fourth circle. Jair has just recently promoted me to defender. How did you get this promotion? It's a long story. I wouldn't want to bore you with it. I hate it when they say that, but that's how I get information. No, really, I like to hear people's stories. Well, I guess I could. Okay, sure, here it goes. About a year ago, I came to this grove hoping that I could join the druids here. I talked to a Will, he's the archdruid here, who told me to talk to Jair. Jair is the druid in charge of testing new recruits. So you tested and became the defender. Just wait for the story. Don't let a lack of patience lead you to your downfall. That's what Jair always says. She has the driest wit. Jair told me that the test was to challenge another druid to combat in the pit. I thought I was ready, naturally, so I asked her to set it up. She told me that she didn't think I was ready, but I wanted to impress her. Ugh, this guy. I was teleported into the pit, and we started to fight, and this other druid cast a spell that made my mind go hazy, and the next thing I knew, I was laying on the ground back up here. I was humiliated, but Jair told me to get back up and prove myself. The story has some ending, or at least any ending, yes? You're the one who asked to hear my story. As Jair always says, enough of this, come on. I trained for 11 months, watching others fight in the pit. I would question Jair about different styles that I saw. She is very knowledgeable. I learned a lot, and finally I was ready. I challenged again, and this time I won. Now I am a defender of the fourth circle. Jair said that I learned combat techniques very quickly, and that the best way for me to learn more was to become the defender. I think Jair is so wise. Okay, good luck in the future. Thank you. Come back if you want to hear more. No way. Is this all the druids? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 druids here, and 3 missing ones. I guess so. Plus their dear friends. What's that? Looks like more druids ahead. Alright, let's just keep on exploring this area. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.